Hello everybody, my name is CB and welcome back to part 2 of Pillars of Eternity. Let's go check that out. So the caravan master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache, the saggy jowls quiver as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you are planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods, toward the looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area is crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as if he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Okay, so, as again, he's now referencing, I know I want to hunt, because he knows I'm a hunter. So that's, again, this just goes to show you the really cool ways that these things can change. So I can ask some questions.
They grow on a bush that's common around here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one. Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear.
Okay, cool.
Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pond, so I hear.
Okay, so your character's attributes, skills, class, race, culture, and sex may open up dialogue options. These options are not necessarily superior to your other responses, but give you a wider variety of choices to select from. The manner in which someone responds to your choices depend on your individual personality and attitude, and that's where this game really shines. Now, I'm not seeing anything specific. You should see something that actually says, like, this is, my kind of message that should pop up here. But yeah. Now, I've only played this for an hour before, so this stuff I actually have seen. This is the main story part, but it was so good I just wanted to keep going. So, who did build the ruins? Got
different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Okay, is it dangerous?
Not if you hurry about your business, and not if the weather holds up.
Okay, ooh, there's a concerning tone.
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
Now, if you're wondering why I'm clicking on almost every option, there's a reason why. Is because most games, I don't really get into the story, so I don't really jump into the story stuff. And don't click off just yet, because if I'm clicking a lot of these options, don't think this is a super common thing and it's going to be really boring. One of the strongest things of this game is the story, and I want to clarify this, that I usually skip over this kind of stuff in games, but this is what this game is super strong in. So just bear with the storyline a little bit here, and you'll see why, after the event happens after this, you'll see why I like to listen to the entire story.
This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beowick.
The beowick.
Born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to. Hold on. Take someone with you.
We're going to leave now.
I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. You drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
I have my laundry in the background. I hope it's not too loud. He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent his journey nights sleeping on an uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha! He needs to find some spring berries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
Yeah, no promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your...
Oh, I
You're
didn't
the
mean to do
man.
that.
Let's get going
Oh, well.
before you keel over.
Pause that part before. Alright, so... Welcome, Poster of Eternity. If this is your first visit to the world of Aura, okay, you might want to watch these windows to become familiar with the tools and interfaces. Okay. Your characters always consist of your characters up to 5 additional campaigns or adventures, which the caravan is camped outside the Glaflin ruins. Adema has assigned Kalisa to help you. Kalisa actually is a fighter, a class that excels in close quarter combat. Use her abilities to complement your own. Well, I will. To a party member, click on their portrait and then their circle and press the button that corresponds to their party positions, starting at level 1. Okay, I get that. To select multiple party members, click and hold anywhere and drag across the marquee. Okay. Look, it's my wolf! That's so cool. To move characters anywhere on the screen. Yeah, okay, I got that. Multiple party members are selected. The action bar is hidden. To see the individual character's options, click with that character. So...
Yeah.
So there's my wounding shot.
What you need?
And that's her stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so that sounds good. So now I gotta go find these berries. Okay, I guess I'm going down.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
Most people encounter in the world are neutral or friendly. You can interact with them by clicking on the selection circle. Many characters will simply greet you and go on their way, but others will have large conversations to explore. The merchant Hayden has a conversation that opens up a store with equipment for sale. So I right click? So simply clicking on the circle. Okay. Yeah, you see a man wearing a simple, mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged seam on his tunic.
Got a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
Nice. It's covered in uneven stubble, as if he had not quite gotten used to shaving on
Say,
the road.
is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
We'll better go for now. We'll see some more stuff later on. Exploration is a key in Pillars of Eternity. As you make your way through the Eastern Reach, open the area map to see what pairs of the maps you've already left to and what's left to explore. Cool. Who's this guy?
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Okay, so he's getting us our water.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Where? Uh-oh, that's not good. It's a wolf! Pillars of Eternity Combat uses a pausable real-time system. Because you often manage more than one character at a time, it's a good idea to pause the game. Issue orders and resume real-time to see the orders play out. The option menu also contains many choices for automatic pausing. Well, that's fun for me. Alright, so we all should attack. So that's what I'm going to do for now. So how do I unpause? Space. Okay. All characters in the game have friend and foe, have 4 primary defenses against attack: deflection, fortitude, reflex, will, and these characters are based on the character's attributes, level, items, and other effects. Accuracy compared to appropriate defenses. So an attack is made. If accuracy is below the target's defense, the attacker suffers a penalty to the roll, is most likely to result in a miss. If accuracy is above the target's defense, the attack is more likely to result in a crit. Ah! Oh, I missed one. All attacks should do damage to overcome. Okay, most of the stuff I know. Damage reduction. You're not hurting your when enemies switch to another thing. Yeah, I get that. Okay. Let's do every one of these. Sometimes a weapon or spell simply isn't well suited to be penetrating an enemy's DR. When the attack hits, the DR will wipe out all a small percentage of incoming damage. You'll hear your characters complain about it when it happens. Take heed, note the damage type that's being blocked, and switch to a weapon or a spell that does a different damage type. Okay. He's gonna keep doing it. One of your characters have engaged in melee. When characters are engaged, they immediately stop moving. If they move again, they will provoke a disengagement attack from the enemies. Engaging them, your characters will also automatically engage enemies when they initiate attack against weapons. Okay. Werewolf didn't have a chance. Okay, it's going to say, when a party member takes damage, they start to lose endurance and health. Okay, I didn't know that. Their portrait will begin to fill with red overlay and the health bar to the left. When the portrait fills entirely red, the character will be knocked out. Potions and spells can be used to restore endurance to keep up characters in a fight. So I got to worry about endurance and health. Interesting. Take all. Okay.
This is it.
Nice. Well, that was easy. Hunter. I hear you're a good hunter. See? Look, there you go. Don't tell Sparfell he'll hear run his mouth clear to the Gilded Veil. Try to convince him how much better he is. How much better he is. I received quests. Yeah, I get that. Alright. I spent a lot of time living alone in the wilderness. Yeah, how is that supposed to happen to go? How is he came out here? I wore up my welcome and they ran me off my land. Why not? What that feels like, I really can't trust anyone, can you? Got some breeze in the surrounding. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Redrick's offer made a girl think I'll give him that, but you're here to settle, like the rest of the lot. It's a hard offer to pass up. You won't find many offers like this in these parts, believe me. Got some big planning in store. I'm going to settle here, start a new life. I'm going to go lay down here for a while, lay here low for a while here, and try not to draw too much attention to myself. Think for the rich. Yeah, probably. You picked the right place. I think Gilded Veil is days away from any real civilization. Anyhow, I'm wasting time here. Odema will probably give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Let's just go back to camp for now. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfell's getting you water anytime soon. When he does what he likes, he does what he feels like when he feels like it. We should check on him, slap him around a bit. Okay. Okay, we need to find Sparfell, which, if I remember, Sparfell should be right over here. And he's not anymore. Uh-oh. Party gain 170 experience. Nice. Anything over here? Is this where this came from? Yeah, this is where it came from. Burned lady. Okay, I added a burned lady to my stash. I'm guessing that means something else. Let's go find out what he's doing.
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
Use the tab key to highlight an interactive object in the environment. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. Crouch the river, make a dip your water skin into cool water. Callisto waits by nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look sharply towards the tree line. Uh-oh. Out of the trees emerged Sparfle, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is strangeness to his gait. His stride wobbly as he moves towards you with labored
Sparfle?
breath.
Are you alright?
Sparfle's toe catches on a rock, and he collapses forward in a heap with a weathered shaft and arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag.
Ambush!
Ambush! Holy crap. Come on, buddy. We can do it.
Huh?
Dang, I didn't work.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Okay, let's grab everything. Let's go. Let's go. Just head back to camp. A corpse is cold to the touch. The ripe smell wafts over from the putrid waves. A dark crust. Oh, right. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's not good. Got danger music. Whoa. Yeah. Oh no, he's dead. Oh man, they all got slaughtered. Grand Fathom leader, all around you lie the massacred remains of other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Callisto pats you on her left hand to her mouth as it ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stands above the fallen treads and limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if half-split logs. One of them towering and severe with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of a man you recognize as Heudin, the last of the caravan left standing. Lower one does not met. Crap. That probably would have been pretty cool. We have not trespassed, merely walked past and through. Your words carry no weight. When I have seen the truth with my own eyes, blood must be paid for this intrusion. So say again, lay down your arms. Ooh, you see, now I can actually attack with my might and perception. Your courage is unmasked. None of you have yet slain a true warrior. Only a fool takes a weak enemy while a stronger one it lives. Yeah. He shoves Heudin towards you, and he does so. The man rakes his blade against Heudin's torso. Heudin screams and stumbles forward. A wide gash in his clothing begins to blossom bloom crimson. The man sets his feet to engage you, his axe raised high. Dude. Oh, I got Heudin, though. Alright, so Actually, but here, hold on. Let's get him away from the fight. Let's have her engage him. I will engage the hunter, and my guy will do this.
How can I help?
Okay. Let's see if he does blinding strike. Yeah. Good stuff. Scored a crit. Your enemies lie supine supine on the ground, unable to rise. His pain is now sound among the other dead. His breath comes in a wheezing, fitful gasp. He now looks at you, but at the sky above him. Forgive us. Barely audible breath, he chokes sighs. A whisper of wind stir the air, and at this man's rolls back as he closes them. Good, good, the gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The winds beneath the swell whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to sweep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, it feels as if though it's rendering you apart from within. Seated against a wagon amidst the howling maelstrom, slash across the chest and bowel, edema body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, and his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Straining against a gale that threatened to pull you off of the top of every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set upon pulling up yourself to the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up the ledge. Hayden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who has been feigned death lunges for Hayden and topples him off the rocky cliff. Restrained, Hayden lashes out against his fatigued assailant but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you. From your position, you would have a good chance by hitting your mark. Dexterity not met. Fire the attacker. Your aim is true when you hit Jar's Hayden loose. Lurching to his feet, hearing chambers of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arm will be jerked from its socket. They hold just long enough for Hayden to set feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There is a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances as you dart beneath the old archway. The entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight.
Was that?
A Buick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside. Can you walk?
She eyes the ragged slash across Hayden's belly. Hayden's jaws tightens. He nods. Oh, man. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this. For now, we're going to pick this up again for part 3 next week. I will see you guys next time. I'm so excited for next stuff coming. All right. My name has been CB, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!